Lesson 1, Exercise Routine.
Hey, how's your exercise routine going these days?
It's going well. I've been trying to stay consistent.
That's great to hear. What workouts are you focusing on?
I've been mixing cardio with strength training.
Nice balance. It's important to keep things varied.
Absolutely. It keeps me motivated and engaged.
Do you have a favorite workout?
I really enjoy yoga. It helps with flexibility and relaxation.
That sounds wonderful. I should give it a try sometime.
Lesson 2, Recommendations at Muji.
Oh, I've heard good things about Muji.
Yes, it's a great store for minimalist designs.
What do you recommend I check out there?
I love their stationery and storage solutions.
That sounds useful. I could use some organization in my life.
Definitely. Their products are practical and stylish.
I'll make sure to visit soon.
You won't regret it. They have something for everyone.
I'm looking forward to exploring their collection.
Lesson 3, Finding the right size.
I noticed these pants are a bit tight around the waist.
Have you considered asking if they have a bigger size?
I think I should. I want to be comfortable when I wear them.
That's a good idea. Fit is so important for clothing.
Exactly. I'll check with a staff member.
They should be able to help you find the right fit.
I appreciate your suggestion. Comfort is key.
Absolutely. Let me know how it goes.
I will. Thanks for the support.
Lesson 4, Breakfast Plans.
That's helpful. Did they mention anything about breakfast?
Yes, they said breakfast is served from 7 to 10 a.m. every day.
That sounds convenient. Do you think we'll have time to enjoy it?
I hope so. I love starting my day with a good meal.
Same here. Have you seen the menu for breakfast?
I glanced at it, they have a variety of options.
Perfect. A hearty breakfast will keep us energized for the day.
Absolutely. I can't wait to try their pancakes.
Sounds delicious. Let's make sure to wake up early.
Lesson 5, Full Body Workout.
Wow, that sounds like a full body workout.
Yes, it really is. Is it suitable for beginners, though?
I believe so. They offer modifications for different fitness levels.
That's reassuring. I want to challenge myself but not overdo it.
Exactly. It's important to find a balance when starting out.
I'd love to give it a try. Do you think it will be intense?
It might be, but the instructor will guide us through.
That makes me feel better. I'm excited to join the class.
Me too. Let's sign up together.
Lesson 6, Sufficient Time.
I'm thinking about 2 weeks for the project. Is that enough time?
Yes, that should be sufficient for what we need to accomplish.
Great. Are you confident we can meet our goals?
Absolutely. With a solid plan, we can get it done.
I'm glad to hear that. What do you think our first steps should be?
We should outline our tasks and set deadlines.
That sounds smart. I'll make sure to stay organized.
Perfect. Let's keep each other motivated throughout the process.
I'm looking forward to it.
Lesson 7, Trip Planning.
Hey, have you started planning our upcoming trip?
Yes, I've been looking into booking flights and accommodations.
That's awesome. Where are we thinking of going?
I'm considering a few different destinations, but I'll narrow it down.
I can't wait to see what you find. Do you have a budget in mind?
Yes, I want to keep it reasonable while still having fun.
Smart thinking. Let's compare options once you have them ready.
Definitely. I want us to have the best experience possible.
Agreed. I'm so excited for this adventure.
Lesson 8, Staying Indoors.
Well, let's stay indoors then if the weather isn't great.
Agreed. I have a book to read that I've been meaning to start.
That sounds like a perfect way to spend the day.
It really does. What about you? Do you have any plans?
I might catch up on some shows I've missed recently.
That sounds nice. It's always good to relax and unwind.
Absolutely. Plus, it's cozy to stay in during bad weather.
Exactly. Let's make the most of our indoor time together.
I'm looking forward to it.
Lesson 9, Understanding Differences.
A boy is the opposite of a girl, right?
Yes, and sometimes people think of the opposite things than others.
That's true. It's interesting how perspectives can vary.
It really is. Understanding these differences is important.
Exactly. It helps us communicate better with each other.
I think discussing these topics openly can be very enlightening.
Absolutely. It's essential to respect different viewpoints.
Yes, diversity in thought enriches our conversations.
I enjoy learning from others' experiences and opinions.
Lesson 10, Summer Travel Plans.
Have you made any travel plans for this summer?
Yes, I'm planning to visit Paris for a week.
That sounds amazing. Paris is such a beautiful city.
I can't wait to see the Eiffel Tower and explore the museums.
Those are must-see attractions. Do you have a checklist of things to do?
I'm working on one. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
That's a great idea. Let me know if you need any suggestions.
I will. I'd love your input on the best spots to visit.
I'm excited for you. It's going to be an unforgettable trip.
Lesson 11, Product Placement.
Yes, it really grabbed my attention during the movie.
Did you notice the product placement throughout the film?
I did. It felt a bit obvious at times, but also clever.
Exactly. It's interesting how brands integrate into storytelling.
It can enhance the experience if done well, don't you think?
Absolutely. It makes the setting feel more realistic.
I agree. But sometimes it can be distracting if overdone.
True. It's all about finding the right balance.
I wonder how much they pay for that exposure.
Lesson 12, Connecting with Friends.
I have friends nearby who I enjoy spending time with.
How about you? Do you feel the same way?
Yes, I do. It's nice to have a support system around.
I feel the same way. It's hard to make plans sometimes, though.
It can be. Life gets busy, but it's important to stay connected.
Exactly. Even a simple coffee catch-up can mean a lot.
Absolutely. Let's plan a get together with our friends soon.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. I'll help organize it.
Great. I'm looking forward to it.
Lesson 13, Outdoor Enjoyment.
That sounds like a great way to enjoy the outdoors.
Where are you going for your adventure?
I'm thinking of hiking in the nearby mountains this weekend.
That sounds exciting. I love being surrounded by nature.
Me too. It's so refreshing to escape the city for a bit.
Do you have a favorite trail in mind?
Yes, there's a beautiful one that leads to a stunning waterfall.
Wow, I'd love to see that. Can I join you?
Of course. The more, the merrier.
Lesson 14, Trying on Clothes.
That sounds exciting. Have you started looking for outfits yet?
Yes, I plan to spend the day trying on different styles.
That's a great idea. Are you looking for anything specific?
I want something comfortable but also stylish for the event.
Sounds like the perfect combination. Do you have a color in mind?
I'm thinking of going with something bright to stand out.
That will definitely catch everyone's attention.
I hope so. I love expressing myself through fashion.
Can't wait to see what you pick out.
Lesson 15, Unique Ecosystem.
I've been reading about the unique ecosystems around the world.
I couldn't agree more. They are definitely worth exploring.
There's something fascinating about biodiversity, isn't there?
Absolutely. It's amazing how different species coexist in harmony.
I've been dreaming about visiting some of these places.
Me too. Imagine experiencing nature in its purest form.
It would be incredible. What ecosystems are on your list?
I'd love to see the Amazon rainforest and the Great Barrier Reef.
Those are fantastic choices. Let's plan a trip one day.
Lesson 16: Market Trends.
How's the market looking these days? Any trends to watch?
E-commerce is booming, especially in Asia right now.
That's interesting. I've heard online shopping is becoming more popular.
Yes, people are embracing the convenience it offers.
Are there specific products that are trending in online sales?
Electronics and fashion items seem to be at the top of the list.
That makes sense. Do you think this trend will continue?
Definitely. As technology advances, more people will shop online.
I guess businesses need to adapt to keep up with consumer preferences.
Lesson 17: Helping with Japanese.
Have you heard about Steve's journey in Japan?
Yes. I'm glad he found someone to help him with his Japanese.
It wasn't long before he felt more comfortable in his new surroundings.
That's great. Language is such an important part of settling in.
Exactly. It helps him connect with locals and understand the culture.
I think it's inspiring how he's embracing the experience.
Definitely. Learning a new language opens many doors.
I admire his determination to adapt and learn.
Me too. It takes courage to step out of your comfort zone.
Lesson 18: Weekend Plans.
Don't worry, you still have time to prepare for the weekend.
I hope so. I can't wait for the weekend to finally relax.
It sounds like you have some fun plans in mind.
Yes, I want to go hiking and maybe have a picnic.
That sounds wonderful. Being outdoors is refreshing.
Absolutely. It's the perfect way to recharge after a busy week.
I'm looking forward to joining you.
Great. Let's make sure to pack some tasty snacks.
I'll bring my favorite sandwiches.
Lesson 19: Diet Changes.
I should try that new recipe you mentioned.
What about your diet? Any changes there lately?
Yes, I've been focusing on eating more vegetables and whole grains.
That's a smart choice. It's great for overall health.
I feel more energetic since I made those adjustments.
That's fantastic. Have you found any favorite dishes so far?
I love making stir fries with lots of colorful veggies.
Yum. That sounds delicious and nutritious.
I'll share some recipes with you, I think you'd enjoy them.
Lesson 20, Business Center Hours.
That's very convenient. What time does the business center open?
It opens at 8 a.m., which is perfect for early risers like us.
Great! I'll definitely need to use it for my work.
Same here. It's important to have access to those resources.
I agree. It makes traveling for business so much easier.
Do you plan to use any specific services there?
I'll probably need to print some documents and check my emails.
Perfect. Having those facilities really helps with productivity.
I'm glad we have that option available.
Lesson 21, Reducing Conflict.
People often act with consideration to reduce conflict.
That's true. It's a way to promote understanding and harmony.
Sometimes we can understand where these feelings come from.
Exactly. Empathy plays a huge role in resolving issues.
It's important to listen and communicate effectively.
Yes, open dialogue can lead to better relationships.
I believe fostering kindness helps in any situation.
Absolutely. Let's practice that in our daily lives.
I couldn't agree more.
Lesson 22, Historical Trials.
For example, in the ordeal by fire, an accused man was forced to carry a red-hot piece of iron.
That's a shocking method of trial. It's quite brutal.
It really was. Such practices were meant to prove innocence or guilt.
It's fascinating how different cultures had their own ways of justice.
Exactly. Many of these methods seem harsh by today's standards.
True. It's important to learn from history to avoid repeating mistakes.
Absolutely. Understanding the past helps us shape a better future.
I'd love to explore more historical practices like this.
Me too. It's intriguing to see how societies evolved.
Lesson 23, Nature Experience.
When the birds flew to each other, it was such a beautiful sight.
It's kind of scary to watch because I was afraid they might collide.
I know what you mean. Nature can be both mesmerizing and intense.
Exactly. The way they navigate through the air is impressive.
It's amazing how they communicate and coordinate their movements.
Yes. It really shows the beauty of animal instincts.
I could watch them for hours.
Me too. Let's find a spot where we can observe more wildlife soon.
That sounds like a perfect plan.
Lesson 24, The Bag Mystery.
You know, I can't help but imagine how funny it would have been if someone had taken a picture of me with that bag over my face earlier today.
Oh, I can picture it perfectly. You would have looked completely ridiculous, but in a hilarious way, of course.
Exactly. I mean, who walks around like that? It was just a moment of sheer clumsiness on my part.
It's moments like those that make the best stories, though. Can you believe how many laughs we'd get from that photo?
Right? We could share it with friends and have a good laugh together. It's always the unexpected moments that create great memories.
Definitely. And it makes me think about how sometimes we take ourselves too seriously.
Absolutely. A little humor goes a long way in brightening up the day.
Speaking of brightening the day, what else have you been up to lately?
Just trying to embrace those moments, whether they're silly or serious. Life's too short to worry about looking perfect all the time.
Lesson 25, Manufacturing Woes.
Have you noticed how the virtual world has really impacted our manufacturing industries?
Yes, it's alarming to see how many jobs have disappeared due to automation and outsourcing.
It's like watching a slow motion disaster, isn't it? Whole communities are affected by this shift.
Exactly. I feel like the devastation goes beyond just jobs, it affects families and the economy as a whole.
And what's troubling is that many people are unaware of these changes until it's too late.
True, and it makes me wonder what can be done to help those who are struggling in these industries.
We need to advocate for better training programs so people can transition into new jobs as the landscape changes.
That's a great idea. Investing in education and skills is essential for a more resilient workforce.
Absolutely, and it's crucial for the future of our economy to adapt to these technological advancements.
Lesson 26, Eventful Experiences.
I'm really enjoying this event. The atmosphere is electric, don't you think?
It truly is. I love meeting new people and sharing experiences. Have you attended events like this before?
Not quite like this one. The energy here is different, it feels more intimate and engaging.
I agree. There's something about the conversations that just pulls you in.
Definitely. It makes me want to explore more events like this in the future.
Yes, and the opportunity to learn from others is invaluable. What have you found most interesting so far?
I think the diversity of ideas being shared is what makes it so captivating.
Absolutely. It's amazing how different perspectives can spark new thoughts and creativity.
I can't wait to see what else unfolds as the night goes on.
Lesson 27, Language Learning Barriers.
I've been thinking a lot about my language learning journey lately.
That's interesting. What kind of barriers have you encountered along the way?
Well, I've been using language learning apps and practicing basic conversations, but sometimes I feel stuck.
I know how that feels. It can be frustrating when progress seems slow.
Exactly. There are days when I wonder if I'm really improving or just going in circles.
But every bit of practice counts, right? Even the small moments of conversation help.
True. I just need to keep reminding myself that consistency is key in language learning.
Absolutely. And don't forget to celebrate your successes, no matter how small they seem.
That's a great point. I'll try to focus more on my progress rather than my setbacks.
Lesson 28, Cooking Relaxation.
You know, cooking has become one of my favorite ways to unwind after a long day.
Really? I find it relaxing too. There's something therapeutic about chopping vegetables and stirring sauces.
Exactly. It allows me to disconnect from the chaos of the day and just focus on the food.
What do you enjoy cooking the most?
I love experimenting with new recipes, it feels like a mini adventure in the kitchen.
That sounds exciting. I usually stick to comfort foods, but I'm open to trying new things.
You should definitely give it a shot. It can be so rewarding to create something delicious.
I agree. Perhaps we could have a cooking night sometime?
That would be fantastic. We could share our favorite recipes and learn from each other.
Lesson 29, The Fidgeting Stranger.
I noticed someone wearing a dark hoodie earlier, and they kept fidgeting with their bag.
That sounds intriguing. It's funny how body language can tell us so much about a person.
Right? It made me wonder what was going through their mind at that moment.
Exactly. Fidgeting can be a sign of nervousness or excitement, depending on the situation.
I guess it's all about context, sometimes people are just lost in their thoughts.
True. It's fascinating to observe these little details in our everyday lives.
And it reminds us to be more aware of how we express ourselves, even unconsciously.
Yes, and it encourages empathy towards others, understanding they might be going through something.
Absolutely. A little kindness can go a long way in making someone feel more comfortable.
Lesson 30, Putting Things Back.
I've been thinking about ways to organize my life better, especially at home.
That's a great idea. Implementing a daily system to put things back where they belong could help a lot.
Yes. It sounds simple, but it really could make a huge difference in reducing clutter.
Definitely. Plus, it saves time when everything has its designated place.
Exactly. I often find myself wasting time looking for things I misplaced.
Same here. A little routine can really streamline our daily tasks.
I'm excited to try this out and see how it changes my day-to-day life.
Me too. It's all about creating habits that stick, right?
Absolutely. Let's keep each other accountable for our organizing goals.